the Hollywood Unapologetic Podcast with Orlando Delbert, Filmmaking Essentials.
Okay, hello everyone, especially you creators, filmmakers, part of this new Hollywood generation.
Yeah, hi there.
You're navigating a world just saturated with visuals, right?
Absolutely. It's everywhere.
And to really connect, really form those deep bonds, pretty pictures aren't enough.
No, definitely not. You need that emotional hook.
Exactly. Visual storytelling that hits you, emotionally.
We're getting into how specific visual techniques can build those really profound, lasting connections with viewers.
We've looked at quite a bit, haven't we? Discussions on angles, lighting.
Oh, yeah. Composition, too. And just the whole idea of visual narrative in film, docs, everything.
Right. So the mission today is, to equip you creators with that understanding.
To see how these tools aren't just technical, they're emotional levers you can pull.
Okay, let's start foundational. The power of visuals, it's not just looks nice, is it? There's something deeper happening.
Oh, way deeper. I mean, the processing speed alone is kind of staggering.
How fast are we talking?
Well, some studies suggest visuals get processed something like 60,000 times faster than text.
Wow. Okay, that's immediate.
It is. It's almost subconscious. And crucially, visuals often sidestep our logical brain filters.
Straight to the feelings.
Pretty much. They tap directly into emotions in a way words sometimes struggle to. That direct line is, that's the key to connection.
Like a shortcut to empathy almost. You see it, you feel it.
Exactly. It's visceral.
Okay, let's get specific then. Camera angles. It's not just pointing and shooting, clearly. How do they build emotion?
Not at all. Every angle shapes how you, the audience, perceive things. It carries emotional weight.
Okay, like start big, the establishing shot.
Yeah, the wide one or extreme wide, it does more than just show location.
It sets a mood.
Absolutely. It gives you scale, context. It can make you feel small or part of something vast. It sets an emotional baseline, maybe isolation, maybe grandeur.
Before you even properly meet anyone, just setting the stage emotionally.
Precisely. Then you move in closer, maybe to an eye-level shot.
That feels very human, very normal.
And that's the point. It mirrors how we naturally see the world, eye to eye.
Ah.
So it breeds intimacy, relatability. You're seeing from their perspective on their level.
Like looking someone in the eye builds trust.
Yeah, exactly. It fosters that sense of equality of understanding, shared experience.
Makes sense. Now flip it. What if the camera's looking up? The low angle shot.
That instantly changes the feel, doesn't it?
Power dynamic shifts.
Immediately. The subject looks bigger, more imposing, powerful, dominant.
So it can make you feel awe or maybe intimidation.
Depending on context, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Awe for a hero, maybe fear for a villain. It magnifies their stature and your emotional reaction to them.
Instant visual hierarchy. Okay, so the opposite then. High angle, looking down.
That often creates distance, makes the subject seem smaller, maybe more vulnerable.
So it can make you feel sympathy.
Sympathy, pity, sometimes even detachment, like you're observing them from above, maybe critically, maybe protectively. It really guides your emotional stance.
Interesting. Okay, what about one we see all the time, the over-the-shoulder shot?
Oh, yeah, super common.
Yeah.
And super effective for intimacy.
How so?
Because it puts you right behind the character. You're seeing what they see, involved in their interaction.
Creates anticipation.
Definitely. And involvement. It's like you're in their personal space, sharing their focus, their potential reactions, builds a strong connection.
You're right there with them. Okay, one more angle, the Dutch angle, the tilted one. Always feels weird.
Weird is a good word. Uneasy. Disorienting.
Why does it do that?
By deliberately tilting the horizon, it throws off your sense of balance. That visual instability translates directly to emotional unease.
So it reflects the character's state of mind or the situation.
Exactly. Inner turmoil, danger, instability. It puts the audience in that feeling. It's a very direct emotional tool.
Wow. So yeah, every angle is a choice, an emotional nudge. Okay, let's shift to lighting, often called the language of cinema, right?
It really is. It's as important as the script, arguably. It sculpts everything.
Beyond just, making things visible.
Oh, miles beyond. Lighting is mood. It reveals character, directs your eye, creates atmosphere. Think about natural light versus artificial light.
Natural feels more real, grounded.
Often, yeah. Authentic. Artificial gives you immense control, though, for specific dramatic effects.
And within artificial, big differences like high-key and low-key lighting.
Huge differences. High-key, bright, few shadows, low contrast, generally feels open, optimistic, maybe clean.
Like comedies or lighter stuff.
Often, yeah. feels safe, transparent. Then low key is the opposite. High contrast, deep shadows.
More dramatic. Mystery.
Definitely. Suspense, mystery, sometimes fear. It plays on shadow, what's hidden. That stark contrast chiaroscuro is incredibly evocative. Taps into something primal.
So light and shadow directly manipulate feeling. What about where the light comes from? You mentioned dumb side and smart side.
Direction's crucial. Downside lighting, where the side of the face lid is towards the camera, feels open, accessible.
You see them clearly, connect easily.
Pretty much. Smart side lighting, where the lit side is turned away from camera, casting the near side in more shadow that's more dramatic.
Creates intrigue, makes you lean in.
Exactly. It adds depth, suggests maybe hidden depths to the character, inner conflict. It creates mystery.
Like you're only seeing part of the truth. Fascinating. And color temperature. Warm versus cool tones.
Another massive mood setter. Warm, orangey light often feels cozy, intimate, nostalgic even.
Comforting.
Yeah. While cooler, blue light can feel sterile, sad, cold, maybe even menacing.
And filmmakers play with this deliberately.
Constantly. Using gels, practical lights, time of day, they create palettes, sometimes contrasting warm and cool in the same shot for emotional effect.
A warm interior versus a cold exterior seen through a window, that kind of thing.
Precisely. It's all tapping into our built-in emotional associations with light and color.
Okay, light is shaping mood. What about composition? How things are arranged in the frame? It's not random, is it?
Far from it. Composition is storytelling within the frame. It guides your eye, tells you what's important, shows relationships.
Even evokes feelings on its own.
Absolutely. Take the rule of thirds. Placing key elements off-center.
Why does that work so well?
It avoids static, dead center placement. It feels more natural, more dynamic. It uses negative space effectively, too.
What does negative space do emotionally?
It can create focus, or it can create feelings of isolation, emptiness, anticipation, depending on how it's used around the subject.
Like that emperor shot in Dune you mentioned. Off-center, high up.
Yeah, placing him there, using that upper third, just screamed power and authority. It felt imposing.
Makes the frame feel more active. Okay, what about balance? Symmetry versus asymmetry.
Balance speaks volumes. Symmetry can feel very stable, ordered, sometimes formal, or even rigid.
While asymmetry
can feel more dynamic, maybe unbalanced, creating tension or interest. It depends on how it's used to reflect the story's emotional core.
Can leading lines, like roads of paths.
They literally lead your eye, drawing you into the frame towards a subject or vanishing point. Creates depth, a sense of journey, focus.
Guides your attention and your feeling about where you're headed.
Exactly. And sometimes, breaking these rules is the point.
Like the symmetry in The Shining, it feels wrong.
Precisely. Kubrick used that unnatural, perfect symmetry to create deep unease. It feels claustrophobic, obsessive. It contributes hugely to the horror. Violating norms can be incredibly powerful emotionally.
So these are all tools. Angles, light, composition, tangible ways to shape the audience's emotional journey.
They really are. But, and this is crucial, it's not just about the techniques themselves.
It's got to serve the story.
Absolutely. The most powerful visual storytelling uses these techniques to deepen the narrative's emotional impact, not just show off.
Like Herzog said, something about facts and truth.
Yeah, facts do not convey truth. Truth creates illumination. It's about getting beyond just showing things to evoking deeper human truths and feelings.
And that's what builds the lasting connection we talked about, authenticity.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Think about movements like Dogme 95 or the French New Wave.
Less polish, more raw feeling.
Totally. They prioritized authentic stories, emotional honesty over slick production. Their impact came from that raw connection, that human level.
So cinematic quality isn't just about looking expensive.
Not at all. It's about emotional immersion. How deeply can you pull the audience into the world and the feelings of the story?
And this holds true for documentaries too, right? They need that emotional core.
Maybe even more so sometimes. Great docs use all these visual tools to build empathy, to motivate, to inspire.
It's not just information.
No way. They need a narrative spine, themes, character arcs. And the visuals are key to delivering the emotional punches. Showing, not just telling.
Letting the audience feel the story through what they see.
Exactly. Using conflict, climax, resolution visually is vital for engagement. But you have to be careful not to overdo it, not to feel manipulative. Trust is key.
Good point. So, okay, bringing it back to the new Hollywood generation. All these tools, digital access is easier than ever.
Which is amazing. It's democratized filmmaking.
But the core principles remain. What's the main takeaway for them using visuals to connect?
I'd say it boils down to intentionality. Why are you choosing this angle? Why this lighting setup? Why this composition?
It has to be motivated by the emotion you want to create.
Always. Ground every technical choice in the emotional needs of the scene, of the story. Don't just make it look cool. Make it feel right.
Master the tools, yes, but wield them in service of the heart of the story.
That's how you move beyond just grabbing eyeballs to actually forging those real, lasting bonds.
Visual storytelling is a language, then.
A powerful, universal language that speaks directly to the heart. Use it intentionally, guide it with narrative, and you create something truly resonant.
Okay, so here's the final thought for you creators listening. Your next project, really pause and ask why for every visual decision. How can you use these tools, angles, light, composition, not just for aesthetics, but to dig deeper into the emotional core?
What feeling do you need the audience to have in this moment?
And how can your visuals become the most powerful, most direct way to evoke that feeling and build that lasting connection? Really think about that intentionality.
You can find more insights on navigating the entertainment industry and achieving success in Orlando Delbert's work, including his book, Pollyanna's Tear-Soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical, and of course, the Hollywood Unapologetic platform. And always remember, you are the key to your own success. You are the new Hollywood generation.
Be informed, be prepared, and most importantly, be great.
That's it. Be great. Good luck out there.
See you next time.